How's it going today, Bremerton? Josh Farley with the Kitsap Sun out at Bridge to Bridge Beverages off of Auto Center Way today. I'm going to tell you the story of this longtime Bremerton business along with my usual 5 stories that you just got to know about happening in Bremerton this week.
No more time for talk.
Welcome back to this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast, sponsored by the Admiral Theater. We lead today with the news that Bremerton is about to become a 3-carrier town. I asked Julianne Stanford, our military affairs reporter at the Kitsap Sun, about what it means Carl is joining John and Chester.
In 2019, the USS Carl Vinson will be coming to Bremerton to get some dry dock maintenance at the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard, and that's kind of exciting because the Vinson hasn't been here since about 2005 when they went back to Virginia for their midlife refueling overhaul. The USS Nimitz just got back from deployment in December, and it is actually about to head into a dry dock maintenance period at the shipyard as well. There's going to be a little bit of overlap when the Vinson comes next spring, and the other carrier here, the USS John C. Stennis, is scheduled to go out on deployment sometime in the later half of this year. And then after that, once they get back, they're actually scheduled to head to Virginia sometime around 2021 for its midlife refueling overhaul. So we could have 3 carriers at the same time, but we don't know that yet for sure.
Story number 2 today. Did you know that Bridge to Bridge Beverages, located here off Auto Center Way, distributes nearly 10,000 cases of beverages to the Bremerton and wider community each and every day? Here's some other things that I learned about this longtime Bremerton company.
It was started in 1944. We were downtown on the dock by the ferry terminal. Back then, it was more about just getting it out in Bremerton. When I took it over, my goal is now, and has been, I want to have a beverage on everybody's table for every meal.
Every morning, trucks come in from our distribution centers and bring new products, which we then, in turn, try and get back out as quickly as we can. So we do between 6,000 and 12,000 cases out of this warehouse every day. So that means in this warehouse, everything is cycled out within 11 days.
Story number 3 today, a new art gallery is coming to Bremerton, but this one's a little different, as in it is smack dab in the middle of a neighborhood. Meet the founders of Cochin, who are proudly opening their gallery this Friday with its inaugural art show.
Hey, welcome, welcome! We came from Seattle. We recently moved here in August, and space is at a premium there, and so we figured that maybe if we kind of opened up a gallery space, we could get to know the local arts community and also keep connections to our friends back in Seattle.
Felt so welcomed in the community that we also wanted to pass it along by creating a welcoming space for the community and for artists.
I think the exciting thing about showing at Cochin is firstly, it's the people who run the space. Joey and Ben are amazing, and I think that that has led the work to be what it is. So it's, I think, a lot about being open, being vulnerable, and just allowing others to see you and be in your space.
Story number 4 today, a number of high school students from around the area walked out of class this last week to protest gun violence on campus in the wake of the shooting in Parkland, Florida, among others.
We are out here today to make a point, and a point is what we have made, so we have to continue this until something changes, until something happens. We need to make sure that none of this happens here, because we are a family and we care. This is all on us. This is our school, and for our school to get better, we have to change. Individually, we have to change. We have to make a difference.
And finally, story number 5 today, a new permanent exhibit debuted at the Norm Dix Government Center this past week for who else? Norm Dix, our longtime congressman who served in Congress between 1977 and 2013. I asked him about what it meant to have this exhibit inside the center that bears his name.
It was a very nice thing for the city and the county to do, to name this building after me. I appreciate it very much, and I really love working on projects for Bremerton, and I'm very pleased to have worked with these mayors and the city of Bremerton throughout my career.
That's our show for this week. Hope to see you this Friday night for Return of the Roxy on 4th Street. See you again next week, everybody. Music for this week's Bremerton Beat Blast was performed and written by local singer-songwriter Tace Walwork. You can catch Walwork and other local songwriters at Jeff Tasson's Singer-Songwriter Showcase each Tuesday night at Brother Don's on Kitsap Way.